computer lab logbook. Inside, first one, serial number, the date, name of the student, student roll number, when he was login time, and what is the desk number or PC number, and when he was logged out. They can maintain each type of information in the computer logbook. So generally, the time of Python logging files, majorly the important thing is tracking purpose. The main advantage is at the time of debugging of the program, this log files plays very, very important. What is the meaning of the bug means? Being a programmer, we have to develop the application. While developing any application, if we did any mistakes, software is not working properly, that mistakes are called as a nothing but bug. So debugging is nothing but identifying the bugs, fix the bugs. Such a type of concept is nothing but debugging. Tester will identify the bugs and given to the developer. Developer they can resolve and given the modified version. That complete process is nothing but debugging. So at the time of debugging, we have to maintain complete exception flow information exception, because while execution of the program something goes wrong. Any programming general there are two types of errors are there: syntax errors and runtime. Syntactically my program is correct, but runtime there is no guarantee my program will be executed or not executed. Such a type of errors are called as runtime errors. To resolve these runtime errors, the concept is exception handling concept is there. So why these log files are majorly we have to complete flow of the application and exceptions information we have to provided. That's why we have to go with logging. This concept already completed in our advanced Python. Recommended to store the complete application flow and exception information to a file. This process is called as logging. So for that, what is the module name is logging is the module name, sir. In that, already we know there are different logging levels also. I explained for you in our basic in the starting classes. That is, if it is a debug, the number is 10. If it is info, 20. If it is warning, go with 30. If you go with error, 40. Critical, 50. Debugging information, I want to just provide some information. Warning, error, critical, these are the levels are there. How to implement the logging also, I explained for you. That now concept is advanced logging, date and the time, those things I have to provide. How to create a log file and how to store the data, already we discussed in the advanced Python classes. For example, here, in the test.py, sir, import, what is the module name? Logging. Logging dot, the function is basic config. Instead, I have to create a log file. File name equal to, I go with log.txt, comma, I have to give a level equal to logging dot warning. Now, once I provided this, you have to write the message logging dot debug. Debug message I can provided there. Second function info. Third function warning. Fourth function, fifth function, info, warning, error, critical. So once I take this, run the program. Pivot h.py. So program executed. Our file name is log.txt. Log. This is the file. Now it will be created. Open this. And this is the, and previously some data should be there. It is added. Now run the program. Once I'm given warning, so now you have to check this log.txt. It is created. Warning and error messages will be created there. Warning and higher level. So up to here already we discussed in our starting classes. For example, now whatever new things are there means, if I'm not given any level, only file name I'm given, then what will happen? I'm not given any level, I'm not mentioned any level. If you mention the any level, warning and above levels error critical. If I'm given info above, but I didn't mention any level, I removed. So what is the file will be there? Debug level. Sorry. So this deleted. Now again I'm running. File is created there. Now we have to check what is the default level. What is the default level? Warning only. Warning and higher level messages will be written. The default level is warning level. That is the first point. Sir, if I not mentioned any file name I am not mentioned, then what will happen? Hmm? As I'm not mentioned any file. If a file is there, then return to the file. If you not mentioned any file, then it's not an error. The data will be displayed to the console. Because what is the alternative? File is not there. The details will be displayed to the console only. If you mention file, then within the file it will be stored. Sir, once I see this, I'm running 1, 2, 3. Is it appending data or is it overriding? 3 times I'm running. First time, second time, 3 times. Open the file, open it. Is it appending or overriding? Appending. So by default, the mode is append mode. I don't want to appending. I want to use the writing purpose override. Then I want to go with give file mode equal to W. Then see if I run, the data should be available only one time. It is overriding, not the appending. So these are all the default cases in that one. logging dot default level is warning level. If we are not specifying file name, then data should be available console. By default, in the log file, the data will be appended. Instead of appending, if we want overriding, file mode equal to default value for file mode A. Sir, whenever log message is displayed here, see this one, this is the first part before colon. This is the second part. This is the three parts. Three parts are there in my message. What is this first one? What is the second one? What is the third one? First one is nothing but critical error warning. It is nothing but logging level. The second argument is name of the logger. The third argument is the message which can be provided by end user. So ikkada whatever message I'm given, debug, info, warning, error, critical. Instead of this, suppose if I'm given as the message, I'm given as a Sunny Leone, then automatically it will be displayed in place of critical message. So this message can be provided by end user message. And this is the levels. This is the name of the logger. By default, name of the logger is root. I don't want to use that root. I have to give my own names for the loggers possible. Because by using this root, real time some problems will come. I will show whatever problems are there. That's why it is highly recommended. You have to use your own name instead of the root. Remaining messages your wish, anything. This is level depends upon the mistake we have to decide it. So here my concept is how to format the log messages. How to format messages. The default format of log messages, first it will be displayed level, sir. Next it will be displayed name of the logger. Next it will be displayed the message, which is provided by end user. Level, name of the logger, and message. That is the three parts in your log message. If you want to customize or format, we should go for format argument. There is an argument is there, format. Sir, here by default at the time of logging, it is coming colon. I don't want colon, I want to display hyphen symbol. And here three are there, level, name, message. I don't want name of the logger, only level and message I want to display. For that, we go with this, in this case, remove all these. The argument is format equal to single quotes, percentage. I want to display the level name, yes. Don't want to colon symbol, hyphen, any symbol you can use. Then second one is message. Then see the difference. Previously three are there. Now it will display only two. Warning, message. Root is not available there because I don't want to use the root based on my usage. Suppose I want to give colon. Colon will come. Level, message. So this is the way how to formatting your messages. How to add timestamp in the log messages, and I want to add date and time. Up to now, if I'm appending data will be added, but when I executed program, when I created log file, we don't know. I want to add the timestamp means date and time we can provide it to your log messages. For that, go to this In here, you have to give one more argument, that is percentage ASC time. Now, date and time will be displayed along with your messages. 18/3/2024, 10/5, warning message, RMS like that. Is the way how to provide date and time. Sir, ఇక్కడ date time came 10 o'clock the time. Is it a time 10 kada? Is it a 24 hours scale or 12 hours? 24, because if 12 hours means it is coming AM and PM will be displayed. For example, here I want to give as a some argument, that is date date FMT. Date format, I have to given first percentage D, date format M, percentage Y, I go with percentage I, percentage M, percentage S, date, month, year, IMSP. Check this now how it is coming format. Now 10:30, 10:08 AM. Previously, it is 24 hours scale. For example, assume that now the time is now the time is 2. If you run the program, 2 PM. If you want to go over 24 hours scale, remove this ice or H anukunta. Now check the time, 14 hours it will come, railway timing 14:09. So M is meant, H is meant for 24 hours scale, I is meant for 12 hours scale. So like that, based on it, we have to change our time formats. How to change date and time format. Suppose if I'm given D, B, Y, percentage A, I, M, P I am given like this. Now, how it is displaying, check this. Sir, see now how the date format is coming. ఇదిగోండి ప్రీవియస్ గా 18/3/2024. Now 18th March month will be displayed. 18th March 2024. Today Monday 10:11 a.m. messages will be created. So how to check that? Here I'm given B. B meant for it will be displayed month, year. A meant for today. What is the day? Monday na, Tuesday and Wednesday na. Like that formats are there. How to check all these formats? There is one site is there in that it is available. ఇంకోండి YMDHMS better stack community docs Python ఉన్నాయి అక్కడ 10 20 30 లాగింగ్ లెవెల్స్ ఇంకండి ఇదిగోండి ఏఎస్సి టైం, ఫైల్ నేమ్, లెవెల్ నేమ్. ఇంకోండి పర్సంటేజ్ స్మాల్ ఏ, percentage capital A, locate full weekday name. Just now I'm using capital A, capital A meant for today. What is the day will be displayed? Percentage B, month name. Just now I'm using here percentage B I am using here. That's why I'm getting what it is March month. So here it is there H I J. I meant for 12 hours. H meant for 24 hours. Capital M, minutes. Small m, month. So this is the site. Here all the details are available there. Go through that one. How we are using that B, Y, A, all the things. How to write a Python program exceptions to the log file. How to write a Python search only while execution of the Python program, there may be chances of getting the exceptions. We know how to handle exception by using try and except blocks, but I want to write this Python program exceptions to log file. How to store it into the Python exception into a log file. See this. I have to ask about it is a normal Python program. Enter the first number. I have to store it into variable X. Enter second number stored into Y. Print. The result is X by Y. This is the program. For example, in this case, if I run the program, enter first number 10, second number 2, 5.0. I want to go with, first number 10, 2, okay. If I run 10, 0, I'm getting error. 10, 10, value error. So, two types of errors are coming, value error, zero division error, asli here no exception. How to handle this? And I want to store this total information to the log file based on date and time for this requirement. First of all, I want to go to the import is the function keyword. Logging is the module name. Logging dot basic config is the function. Inside I have to give the values are first one file name I am given my log dot txt. I can provide that the first argument. Second one is going to the mention about the level. I have to go with logging dot debug, and I have to mention the format argument. That format is I can go with this one AC time level and message I want to display. After that, next argument is I want to give date format equal to this is the argument what I am given is next. This is the logging dot. Just I want to give one information to the file. Yeah. A new request came. A new request came. That is the try block. Inside the try, you can write these three statements. The first block is there may be chance of getting the zero division error, sir. Now, as MSG, now print, it is the console information I can provide it. Can't divide with 0. How to write this message means module name dot exception inside I have to give message. What is the message? This message. what it is, the reason for the error. This is the message provided by class. This is the class name. That is I am written here. Second chances will be coming to the value error. Now here, please provide integer values only. Now, request processing completed. Now run the program. Request 13. Now, sir, if I run the program, syntax error అంటే అక్కడ లైన్ నెంబర్ 3లో mylog.txt కరెక్టే కదా? You meant double equal to or? Yeah, it is a function. Now, enter first number, enter second number. The result is 5.0. Go to the my log. Now just created, open it. ఇదిగోండి ఇక్కడ previously somewhere else I created when 8 to 24, 6 o'clock I generated. Now again I'm generating today date, 18th 3 I'm generating. A new request came, request processing completed. Previously when I executed dates and available not there, but in the evening batch I executed February 8th. Now I'm executing there. So that is the main advantage of date and time process when it is executed, when the file created. For example, now give 10, 0. Can't divide with 0. Give 10, give the TE and 10. These provide integer values. Open the log file. So today also, this is the information what I generated. Request came, processed. Request came, zero division error. Processing completed. A request came, completed. So like that, we have to generate our log files. So, but all these are important at the time of real time only. In interview, maximum no one can ask about all these things. Once getting job, how to create log files are important. Sir, here by default the logger name is this is the by default logger name is root. But there are with the root, there are so many problems are there. I don't want to use that root. In the real time, it is not recommended one. The problems with root logger is we never use the root as a logger name. I have to give my own name. The first problem is with this. Sir, first I have to take a Python file, new file, no others, import logging, logging.basic config. This is the student log file, student.log file. Logging level I am given as a error, sir. Error means only two messages are there. That is logging dot critical. This is the critical message from which module? Student module. Now, error. Only two messages I can provide it, error. Save this with the name of student.py. Save. So one module is ready, that is student.py. Here it is returning the error and critical messages. Come to your test, regular programming. In this, import that module. What is the module name? Student. Once I'm importing student module, automatically this total code is executed. So we have to create a which file? Student.log file. In test.py, I have my own code is there. In the test also, remove all these. So create the file. Now, what is the file name? It is test.log. The messages I want to provide all messages. Debug. Inside you have to write first I want to go to the critical error warning info debug. From which module? Test module. ఇది which message? Warning. Sir, ఇప్పుడు చూడండి, whenever I'm this program test.py, first line student is imported. అక్కడ sir, once I'm importing student, first it will goes to the student. Student log will be created, error, critical messages. After that, test.py test. So two log files will be created, student and test. Run the program, executed. ఇదిగోండి. You can check the test. You can check the student. Student.log file created 18/3/24 10:33. In these two messages are there, critical and error messages. Mari, where is the test.log file? In the T, చూడండి, only test.py available. Is there any test.log file is there? No, not created. That is the first problem with the, what is the file? As I'm running which one? Test.py. So whenever it is running, whenever it is executed, only one log file is created. That is the student log only. Test.log is not created because of the root. And if you can customize it, both will be created. Test log low, these 5 messages, student log low, these 2 messages will be created there. And the second major problem of root is it will be displayed either messages console or file. If you are not mentioned any file name, ఇదిగోండి ఇక్కడ for example, I delete file name, then what will happen? Am I getting console messages or not? Yes. If a given file name, then it is given to the file. Only one handler is working either file or console only. I want both. Console I want to display, as well I want to store to the file. Root is not supported. అయితే console లేదంటే file. Both I want to. Not possible. So this type of problems are there with the root logger. That's why in real-time projects not recommended to use this root logger. The first one is once we set the basic configuration, then that configuration is the final and we cannot change. That's why it is created student log file only. Test log file not created, sir. Second one, it will always work only for one handler. Either it is a file or it is a console, but not both. It is not possible to configure logger with different configurations at different levels. We cannot specify multiple log files for multiple modules, classes, methods. So that is tomorrow I will explain how to give our own customized logger. There is a tomorrow we will continue online guys. Bye everyone. Tomorrow is our last class. Tomorrow we'll see about this, how to customizing the log files. Hmm? Tomorrow, Charlie.